Picture this. You are in a room full of people. Could be your office, could be a family dinner, could be a casual hangout with people you have known for years. And then it happens. Someone says something about you, out loud, in front of everyone. Maybe they mocked the way you look. Maybe they dug up something from your past. Maybe they made a joke at your expense and the whole room laughed, except you. It doesn't matter what was said. What matters is what happened next. Every pair of eyes in that room shifted toward you. And in that split second, your chest tightened, your face burned, and your brain just stopped working. So you did one of two things. You lashed out, said something you immediately wished you could take back, or you went completely quiet, smiled, swallowed it, pretended it didn't happen. And then, that night, lying in bed, the whole scene replayed in your head on a loop, every time a little sharper. And you thought of exactly the right thing to say, 3 hours too late. Here's what no one ever told you. The reason it still stings? It's not what they said. It's that you didn't know what to do in that moment. You weren't ready. But after this video, you will be. By the time we're done, you will know exactly how to handle public humiliation. Not just survive it, but come out of it with more respect than you walked in with. Stay with me, because what comes next will permanently change how people treat you. Why it happens. It's never really about you. Before we talk about what to do, you need to understand what is actually happening when someone humiliates you publicly. Most people get this completely wrong, and that mistake is why they keep losing these moments. When someone embarrasses you in front of others, your brain fires a code red. It screams, personal attack, threat, defend yourself. But here's the truth that will set you free. Most public humiliation has almost nothing to do with you. Think about a dog that barks at everything. Cars, shadows, the wind. Does the wind deserve to be barked at? Of course not. The dog barks because of what's happening inside the dog. People who humiliate others in public are doing the same thing. The attack tells you everything about them and almost nothing about you. They need the laugh. They need the attention. They need the group to see them land a hit so they can feel significant for 10 seconds. Deep down, they are frightened people hiding behind a sharp tongue and a big audience. Understanding this doesn't mean you let it slide. It means you stop reacting from panic and start responding from power. Because there is one rule that governs every public confrontation. Whoever loses control first loses the room. Get loud and angry? You've lost. Go small and silent? You've lost. But stay calm, stay grounded, stay completely unfazed. The room is yours. The goal is not revenge. The goal is to walk away with your dignity fully intact. Let me show you exactly how. The playbook. 5 moves that actually work. Move 1. The pause. This sounds almost too simple, but don't underestimate it. The moment someone says something to embarrass you, don't react at all. Just pause, breathe, look at them calmly. That's it. Here's why it works. They came in with a plan. That plan depended entirely on your reaction, your anger, your tears, your visible embarrassment. That reaction is the fuel. Without it, their fire dies instantly. When you go calm instead, the whole room feels the shift. People start wondering, why isn't this person rattled? What do they know that everyone else doesn't? You haven't said a word yet, and you are already winning. Move 2. The turn. Most people either stay silent too long or go straight at the person who embarrassed them. Both keep you trapped. Instead, involve the room. After your pause, slowly look away from them. Let your eyes drift across the group. Relaxed, curious, like you're an observer watching a strange little scene unfold. and say something simple. Did that land weird for anyone else, or just me? Or say nothing. Just let your calm gaze move across the room. The moment you do this, you stop being the target standing alone. You become the narrator. You hand the awkwardness back, and the room feels it land exactly where it belongs. They built their move around two people. You just turned it into a group conversation they weren't ready for. Move 3. Name it. This one feels uncomfortable at first, but it is devastatingly effective. Simply name what just happened. Out loud. That felt like it was meant to embarrass me. Am I reading that wrong? Or, that sounded like a personal dig. I just want to make sure everyone caught that. Here's what they were counting on. A silent agreement. They say something sharp, the room gets awkward, everyone pretends it didn't happen, and they walk away free. No cost, no consequence. When you name it clearly and calmly, you break that agreement. You put it on record. Now they can't claim it was a joke. They can't call you too sensitive. You've already handled it, directly, confidently, without a single trace of panic. The room will respect that. Maybe not out loud, but they will. Move 4. The redirect. Sometimes the person isn't worth your full attention. Sometimes everyone in the room already knows who they are. Engaging only feeds them. So redirect. Give them exactly 1 second of eye contact, enough to show you heard it. Then physically turn your body towards someone else in the group and pick up the conversation like nothing happened. Anyway, what were you saying earlier? You are not running, you are choosing. And where you point your energy tells the room exactly what you think this moment is worth. There is nothing more powerful you can do to someone desperate for attention than make them feel completely invisible. Move 5. The quiet comeback. Sometimes you need to speak. Sometimes the room needs to hear you have teeth. 3 rules. Keep your voice low, not loud. The one who raises their voice looks out of control. You want steady, clear, almost quiet, so people lean in to hear you. Keep it short, 1 or 2 sentences. Long speeches sound defensive. Short, clean responses sound certain. Don't insult back. You are not trying to win a fight, you are trying to end one without losing any dignity. Here's what that sounds like. That's okay. Not everyone needs to understand where I'm going. Yes, I've made mistakes. I'm grateful I know how to learn from them. I'm very comfortable with who I am. That probably makes me hard to rattle. None of that is angry. None of it is mean, but every single one of those lines carries a quiet, immovable confidence that is nearly impossible to challenge. Say it. Then don't wait for their response. You are not looking for their approval. You've already given yourself your own. The root problem. What's really going on? Here's the part most people skip, and it might be the most important. If this isn't the first time this specific person has done something like this to you, the problem isn't what they said today. The problem is what they have learned about you over time. People don't choose their targets randomly. They test. They push gently. When nothing happens, they push harder. Until eventually they're embarrassing you in front of a room full of people and they feel completely safe doing it. Because experience taught them, no consequences. The 5 moves I gave you matter. Use them. But they are only half the answer. The other half happens after you walk away. Find that person privately. No audience, no drama, no anger. Just look at them and say clearly, what happened earlier cannot happen again. I'm telling you directly because I respect you enough to say it to your face, but it cannot happen again. That's it. No long speech, no threats, just absolute clarity. Clarity is the language confident people speak, and it is the only language that people like this truly understand, because they have spent their whole lives finding people too afraid to use it. You are not one of those people anymore. The close. Who you are now. When you start handling public humiliation this way, something shifts. Quietly at first, and then unmistakably. People stop testing you. Not because you became aggressive, not because you got louder, but because you stopped being easy. You became the person who is calm, clear, and impossible to rattle. And people remember that. They factor it in the next time they think about opening their mouth in your direction. Every time you hold your ground without losing control, you are rewriting the unspoken rules of how people are allowed to treat you. That kind of confidence, the quiet, grounded kind, doesn't need to announce itself. It just shows. Here's what I need you to carry with you. Dignity is not something other people give you. It's something you claim. Not by being the loudest voice in the room, by being the most grounded, the most certain, the most completely yourself. The person who humiliated you was counting on your panic, your silence, your anger. They were counting on the version of you that didn't know what to do. That version doesn't live here anymore. Now, before you go, drop a comment and tell me, what is the hardest part of this for you? Is it staying calm in the moment? Finding the right words? Or is it the replay, that loop in your head hours later that just won't stop? Tell me, because your answer shapes what I cover next. And if this hit home, subscribe and hit the bell. The next video is about something even more powerful: how to carry yourself so that certain people never even try you in the first place.